Welcome to AI Brief, episode 129.
Great to be here.
Today we're diving into some pretty significant shifts in AI. We'll look at a study questioning a major AI benchmark, some really interesting new, smaller models from Microsoft.
And also how connecting to Claude is changing, plus this whole idea of decentralized AI. Lots to cover.
Absolutely. So let's start with AI benchmarking. There's this new study, right, causing a bit of a stir about LMArena.
Yeah, researchers from Cohere Labs, MIT, Stanford, quite a few big names. They're raising concerns that LMArena, which is, a really key platform for judging these big language models, it might actually be giving an edge to the huge tech companies. We're talking Meta, Google, OpenAI.
How so? What's the core issue they're pointing at?
Well, the suggestion is that these giants might be testing loads of different model versions internally in private, and then only putting forward their absolute best performers for the public benchmark. So it might not show the full picture.
I see. So it's potentially skewing the results because we only see the highlight reel, so to speak.
Exactly. And the study actually found data to back this up. Models from Google and OpenAI apparently got something like over 60% of all the user interactions on LMArena.
Wow, 60%. That's a lot. So just getting more eyeballs could push them up the ranks.
That seems to be part of the argument. More interaction, more ratings, potentially higher scores, but they also ran experiments.
Oh, what does those show?
They basically showed that if you have access to the LMArena data itself, you can kind of game the system a bit. You can boost a model's performance specifically on arena tasks.
So overfitting to the test, essentially. Learning the answers rather than the subject.
Precisely. It makes you wonder if the leaderboard truly reflects general capability or just performance within that specific environment.
There's something else, too, about models being removed.
Yeah, apparently over 200 models were quietly taken down, and the study noted that open source models seem to get removed more often than others.
Now, LMArena disputes this, right? They're saying the leaderboard is genuine user preference.
They are defending their methodology, yes. But, this whole situation, especially after that Llama 4 Maverick benchmark issue earlier,
right?
It definitely makes you look twice at these evaluation platforms and how reliable they truly are for measuring progress. It's a tough problem.
Okay, let's pivot to Microsoft. Some exciting developments there with their Phi models.
Yeah, really interesting stuff. They've launched 3 new open weights reasoning models. Open weights meaning the underlying structure is shared.
These are focused on reasoning, but they're smaller. Right. That's the main thing.
Exactly. Efficiency is key here. The main one, Phi-4 reasoning, is only 14 billion parameters. That sounds like a lot, but in the world of LLMs, it's relatively compact.
Okay, 14 billion. And how does it stack up?
Well, reports say it's actually outperforming OpenAI's O1 mini model. And get this, it's matching DeepSeek's 671 billion parameter model on some key reasoning benchmarks.
Whoa, matching something that much larger. That's a serious efficiency gain.
It really is. And then there's an even smaller one, Phi-4 mini reasoning, at just 3.8 billion parameters.
Tiny, relatively speaking. Yeah. What's the goal with that one?
That one's designed specifically to run well on mobile devices, on your phone, but it still apparently matches the performance of larger, like 7 billion parameter models on math tasks.
So bringing powerful reasoning capabilities down to the device level. Phones, those new Copilot Plus PCs.
That seems to be the strategy. And importantly, these are all released with permissive open source licenses.
Meaning anyone can use them, even commercially. And modify them.
Yep, unrestricted use. It's a big step for Microsoft in this small model space and could really change how AI is integrated into everyday tech.
Definitely one to watch. Okay, let's talk about Claude. Connecting it to other apps is getting easier.
It is. Anthropic rolled out new integrations. Basically, simpler ways to let Claude access and work with data from other services you might use.
Like which ones?
Things like Zapier, Square, Cloudflare are mentioned. The point is, you don't need complex technical setups like before to get Claude talking to these platforms.
Makes it much more practical for, day-to-day tasks using real-world data.
Exactly. And for subscribers, there's also a new advanced research mode.
Advanced how?
It gives Claude permission to access your user data, but also it can actively search the web for quite a while, up to 45 minutes to put together more detailed reports.
45 minutes of web searching? That could lead to some seriously in-depth answers.
Could really boost its research capabilities, yeah.
Now, sticking with advanced AI, what's this about FutureHouse?
Ah, yes, FutureHouse. It's backed by Eric Schmidt, the former Google CEO. They've launched what they're calling superintelligent scientific agents, and they're publicly available.
Superintelligent scientific agents.
Yeah.
Sounds ambitious. What do they do?
Well, three of them are built to tackle really deep research questions by digging through scientific literature.
Okay, AI research assistants, essentially.
Sort of, but potentially more powerful. And then there's another one called Phoenix. This one is designed to help researchers actually design completely new chemistry experiments from scratch.
Wow, okay. Designing experiments. That's stepping into actual scientific discovery. Fascinating.
Definitely hints at how AI could accelerate science itself.
Right, one more big topic. This idea of decentralized AI development. Vanna and Flower Labs.
Right. Vanna from San Francisco, Flower Labs from Germany. They're working together on this experiment. They're building an LLM called Collective One.
And the key is how they're building it.
Exactly. Instead of a giant data center, they're using a network of regular user-owned computers. People contribute their compute power, maybe some data.
And in return?
They get access to the shared model that everyone's helping to build and train.
Interesting. What are the potential upsides there?
Well, proponents say it gives users more control over their data contribution. It could be massively scalable, just add more computers to the network.
And maybe level the playing field a bit. So smaller groups without huge server farms could participate in building big models.
That's another potential benefit, yeah. Democratizing AI development in a way.
What stage are they at?
Collective One is currently at 7 billion parameters, but they've got big plans aiming for 100 billion parameters by the end of the year.
Ambitious. Still seems like there'd be challenges, though. Practicality, cost-effectiveness.
Oh, absolutely. It's still very much an experiment, and whether this decentralized approach truly works out efficiently at scale is, well, it's still being tested, but it's a really intriguing direction.
Okay, quite a few major developments there. Let's quickly run through some of the other AI news bites catching our eye.
Sure. NVIDIA pushed back on Anthropic's AI chip policy ideas, basically saying, focus on U.S. innovation, not limiting competition.
Google expanded its AI mode in search to all U.S. Labs users, adding visual shopping and local planning features.
Suno, the AI music tool, dropped version 4.5, new genres, better following prompts, and can make longer songs now, up to 8 minutes.
There were reports Microsoft might add xAI's Grok model to Azure. Interesting given the OpenAI connection.
And Google launched Little Language Lessons AI experiments using Gemini for language learning.
Also saw that AI App Builder Create now lets you submit apps to the App Store with one click.
Rumor mill. WhatsApp might let you forward messages to Perplexity for fact-checking. Could be useful.
Meta's standalone AI app is apparently getting a premium tier soon. More compute, maybe.
And ZocDoc, the health marketplace, has an AI phone assistant called Zoe for answering questions and booking.
Lots happening across the board. And quickly, any trending AI tools worth mentioning?
Yeah, a few quick ones. Gen 4 references for consistent video characters, the Gemini app getting native AI image editing.
Mimo 7B, that's Xiaomi's new, small, open-source reasoning model.
F-Lite, FreePix open image model. Canny for user feedback analysis.
Scribe for LinkedIn growth ideas. OhmyGPT connects ChatGPT to lots of tools.
Spring for building business apps with AI, and Freebeat for turning music into videos quickly.
Wow, the pace just doesn't slow down.
Never does.
Well, that gives you a snapshot of some key things shaping AI right now. We hope this deep dive offered some useful insights.
Yeah, hope it was helpful.
And if you did find this informative, please do follow and share AI Brief. Help others stay up to speed, too.
Thanks for tuning in.